Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Mahomes now on first down, and his first pass is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, Patrick Mahomes, guys, he's playing at such an elite level. Defensively, coming into a game like this, Charles, there's got to be a lot of things, but what worries you the most?
I think you're exactly right about that. The list is extensive about what worries you. The way he can move, make completions on the run, the way he can throw against his body, heck, make left-handed throws, you name it, he gets it done. The biggest thing, though, is once he gets into rhythm, trying to get his timing chipped away, trying to stop that, that is really difficult to do.
From the 41, Mahomes, and that's off the mark, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And oh, right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Allen now looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Second and 5 now. Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play here for Buffalo. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On first down, here's Breida. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, #1, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes over the middle, complete. That's Gray. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Byron Pringle, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 7-7, our score after 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie 1st-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And he's in his 12th NFL season, and he's crafty, he's savvy, he's a guy who competes for the ball. 61 catches with New Orleans last year. Very happy to be in Buffalo. A big reason why? The young quarterback, Josh Allen.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Allen off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A pass complete here to Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Second and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now a give to Breida. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And Davis was drafted in 2020 to add depth to the wide receiver room, but he started to get more looks late in his rookie season. I think he's a breakout candidate here in 2021. Nice catch there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, this one caught by Davis. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Again, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes being chased out left and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds McKinnon, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. And nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And again, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Pringle. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, where it was the visiting Rams who come in and get the victory on the road. Odell Beckham, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, we take the long trip back across the country, then across the pond. Check out the action in London. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Matt Ryan, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, the Colts return to Baltimore. That should be interesting. Colts, Ravens, live from M&T Bank Stadium. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Allen now on the option right. And some space here. And down to the 20. 80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And now they'll throw with Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Allen. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Bills. Emmanuel Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, it's Williams. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Darrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives him a 3-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On play action, Allen. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 26-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Allen. Check down to Breida. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Mahomes going to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Steps away to his left.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he's been fun to watch run the football. We know he can pass, but using his legs effectively here in this one.
No doubt about it. Watch him maneuver in the pocket, out of the pocket, making the plays that he's making, which are breaking down the defense. I thought back to when we had our morning jog before the game, and I couldn't keep up with you. Those legs, they're valuable for his team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They run again with Breida. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On first down, Allen. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Allen to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. My, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Mahomes will throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Mahomes. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions are giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Connecting with Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here. Mahomes to throw it. Completes it to Hardman. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The 30. 10.
That's all you got?
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Buffalo, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.